What's going on, guys? The Wasted Truth coming at you. I just want to talk to you a little bit about rabies. You know, if rabies went airborne, it could turn into a zombie, quote unquote, zombie apocalypse. You know, because rabies has that same effect on people, you know, or animals. If they get bit and have rabies, they foam at the mouth, they attack for no apparent reason, just bloodthirsty attacking. And if that became airborne and you could breathe that in and catch it, think about how much of an epidemic that would be. You know, I mean, millions of people right off the bat would just breathe it in and get it. And then you got millions of zombies. And if they bite somebody, then of course that person will become a zombie. I'm not talking zombies like you see in the movies, you know, I want brains and all that kind of shit. I'm just talking about people attacking other people for no reason, kind of pretty much just trying to kill people, you know, because of rabies. So, I mean, rabies, it's not that far-fetched. I mean, it could go airborne. I'm not a doctor or a scientist. I don't know anything about rabies, to be honest with you, or what it takes for a virus or anything to go airborne. But I know some viruses that haven't been airborne, they change and become airborne. And I read articles where the government or whoever the people are that handle this shit, they're doing like bioweapons, you know, biochemical warfare, all that crap. So they're building a kind of rabies essentially as a weapon. Now, I just read this. I don't know how true that is, but I don't put it past the government, because if you know anything about the government, they are shady people and you can't trust them. I don't trust them, but that's a whole different topic. So if they are, let's just say hypothetically speaking, they're making this bioweapon. They got the rabies and they mix it with like I don't know, the influenza, okay, flu. Now they can mix it and, you know, do their little coding with genetics, and I don't know how all that shit works, but now they got this weapon. They're going to use it on our enemies. Now, what happens when our enemies get a hold to that, or the wrong person gets a hold to that, or they drop it in the lab, it breaks, and then all of a sudden everybody in the lab gets it. You know, mistakes happen, shit happens. Now all of a sudden, there you go, zombie outbreak. And I don't think it can naturally turn and migrate and go airborne by itself. I'm not sure, but I don't think it happened. I think it would have to be done in a lab. And, you know, honestly, my true belief is man's downfall is going to be man. You know, I think we're eventually going to end up killing ourselves. And, you know, rabies becoming like a zombie outbreak, I mean, that could be one of the ways that happens. I mean, I don't think it's that far-fetched. I could be talking crazy, and you guys probably think I'm nuts right now, but there's plenty of articles on Google. I'll link a few of them in the description. Just let me know what you think about it. And, I mean, it could happen, guys. Rabies could turn, and next thing you know, we got zombies. I mean, look at the whole bath salt deal. People eating bath salt, taking bath salts, and eating guys' face off. Now, I don't know if bath salt was the real cause of that or what really caused that, but that shit is not normal. And if that can, whatever he took can make him do that, imagine if that on a larger scale, you know, was crushed into a powder and let off into the air, dropped into our water. Essentially, that could cause a zombie outbreak too. So it's not that far off saying zombie outbreaks can happen and happen very soon. And you know, you never know what other countries are doing. You know, I mean, we got a lot of enemies. A lot of people hate, you know, America and everything we stand for, basically. Hell, some of our own people got where they hate America. But it's not that far off, guys. I'm telling you, a zombie outbreak can happen. So be prepared. No, I'm just kidding. But don't go start, you know, stockpiling guns and getting underground bunkers and all that good shit. But if you got one of those, let me know, man, in case some shit happens. I know where I can hide out at. But a zombie outbreak can happen, people. I'm telling you. And I'll read a little article. I'll read a little bit from this article right here for you guys. Maybe you guys can get a better understanding of what I mean. Alright, here's the quote. It's theoretically possible, though extremely difficult, to create a hybrid rabies influenza virus using modern genetic engineering techniques. That's what the University of Miami's, I don't know how to say his name, said. So, I mean, he's got the University of Miami. He's a smart dude. And right here he tells you it could be extremely difficult, but it is possible. So, theoretically possible. And he also says many viruses have naturally high mutation rates and constantly change as a means of evading or bypassing the defenses of their host, which means it changes so your immune system and all that good shit can't stop it. You know, there are various ways viral mutations can occur, for example, through copying mistakes during gene replication or damage from ultraviolet light, or whatever the fuck that means. If a rabies virus can mutate fast enough, it could cause infection within an hour or a few hours. That's entirely plausible, said the guy from Miami. I can't say it. Andriansky. He got some weird name. but it's entirely plausible. Now, as it stands right now, you know, with rabies, if you get bit, it could be 10 days to a year before it ever even affects you. But once it affects you, I think within a week, if it's not treated, then it'll kill you basically. And so that's 10 days to a year right now. So you could say, well, you know, an epidemic couldn't happen, right? But how do you know they haven't already got people that have already got this implanted in them? Maybe people have rabies in them right now. They don't even know it, and they're just waiting. Then they get the symptoms and they don't pay attention to it. And then before too long, they're already, you know, they're full of rabies. It's too late. But you know, with the pet vaccines and all the shots we can get now, it stops the rabies. But if it was to become airborne and it was mutate enough where it could be fast enough to infect people within an hour or a few hours, which is plausible according to the guy from Miami, it will be an airborne rabies, and it'll be like a rage virus is what they call it, and it could trigger a zombie epidemic, or they call it a pandemic. But not like in the movies, but it gives you the same sort of feel as like in the movies. You're not gonna be craving brains, but you get the idea, guys. And that's a few quotes from a smart guy, a guy a little more educated than me that hopefully let you guys realize what I'm talking about. And if you don't believe it, you can Google it, you can search it, you can find out all kinds of cool stuff about it. They actually had a show on, I think it was the National Geographic, like a year or two ago, about the whole epidemic. But anyway, guys, this is what playing DAYZ done to me. Made me think about this, so I started Googling a little bit and found some interesting information on it. Kind of scary, but at the same time, not really too worried about it. I'll probably be long gone and dead before this ever happens, hopefully. But let me know what you guys think about this. Does the thought of a zombie apocalypse scare you? I mean, you know, the world's coming to an end December 21st anyway, right? If you believe that, I don't know. But let me know your thoughts on this, guys. If it worries you, let me know. If you haven't checked out my other videos, please do. Hope you enjoyed this video. And until the next one, peace.